Hello and welcome back to Becky's Allotment. Now today we're going to be doing some more seed sowing, and we're going to be doing alpine strawberries, onions and edible bananas. So we'll start off with the alpine strawberries. We've got 500 of these. There's no way that I'm going to plant 500 strawberry plants. So first off, we're going to start with some water in the base of this tray. This is so that I can water the seeds from underneath, so that they shouldn't dampen off. I've already filled the trays with seed sowing compost and perlite. Now what I'm going to do is spray the top just a little bit to make it a bit damp for the seeds. And then we're going to get round to planting these tiny little strawberry seeds out as I just pull my sleeves up so that I don't do anything like drop them, because there's no way you'll be picking all them up. Right, so I'm just going to tip out some strawberries over the top of the tray so that I don't get it in the compost. And these are the tiny little seeds. Look how small they are. Unbelievable. I totally don't want to drop these now. So we're just going to scatter these on top. Now I'm going to do the full tray because I don't know if they're actually going to grow, if I'm going to be successful with all of them or just a few of them. I don't know how good the seeds are really. Not that the seeds from this company are bad, but I don't know what the germination rate is for alpine strawberries, whether they've given me 500 because they're really difficult to germinate. I've never grown them before, but I thought I'd give them a try. So this is my first attempt at growing alpine strawberries from seed. And don't forget to pop some kind of label in the tray or on the tray so that you know exactly what you've planted in there. So I'm just going to scatter the soil very thinly over the top because these are such tiny seeds, but I want them to make contact with the soil both on top and underneath. So I'm just going to scatter a little bit, trying not to get the perlite in there, just using very fine bits of soil. You can also use vermiculite because they do like a bit of light to germinate, but I didn't have any, so this is what I'm going to do. Now I'm just going to pop the lid on it, and that'll be it for the strawberries, and we can move on to the onions. So that'll keep the strawberries nice and warm, and hopefully they'll germinate quite nicely in the house. And now we move on to the onions. These are Bedfordshire Champion. Sorry, my cold is interfering a bit. And after this, we're going to be doing the edible banana seeds. Now these look interesting. I'm going to try them two ways, so stay tuned and see what we do with the banana seeds. So again, I'm going to start with a tray and add some water, because I like to water from the bottom so that I don't make the top of the soil too damp and make the seedlings rot away. So I'm just pouring a bit of lukewarm water into the bottom of the tray, and I'll place the compost, well, the cell trays full of compost into this. And as if by magic, there it is, practically done. I wear gloves to do this just to stop the dirt getting under my fingernails as much, but you don't have to wear gloves. Lightly tapping the tray to make sure the compost is settled and there's no air, big air gaps in between. And I'm gonna slightly dampen the top of the soil with a spray of water, not too much. So now for the onions. So there's the onion seeds. I'm just scattering them lightly on the top of the cells, and I'll either plant them in bunches or thin them out to individual pots and do it that way. Now again we're gonna cover these seeds in some soil. It can be a bit thicker with these because they're nowhere near as small as the strawberry seeds, and just give them liberal covering with the perlite in, doesn't matter. Tap them down so that the soil makes contact with the seeds, tidy it up a bit because you don't like mess too much, and then give them a little bit of water on the top. Next we're moving on to the edible banana seeds. Now we're not going to even try and say that. So we're going to go back to the heated propagator where we've got our chilies and peppers from a previous video. Just take the lid off, pop the label where you're going to put them. So this is what the banana seeds look like. They've got quite a firm outer coating, a bit like a sweet pea. So we're just going to make some holes in the compost, which has been on for a little while, so it's quite warm. And I'm going to plant all 4 of these seeds into this damp compost. So I haven't done anything to them, just going to chuck them in the compost and cover them up. And that's it. Now we'll go on to method 2. So now I'm going to move on to method 2. These are the, well, not the same seeds, but from the same packet, and I'm just going to pop them into this glass jar thing, and I'm going to boil the kettle. Now once the kettle's boiled, do not pour it onto the seeds. I repeat, do not pour boiling water onto the seeds. You have to boil the kettle, wait, so stop, don't do anything, wait for it to cool down, and then place warm water that has been previously boiled onto the seeds. And that is it. You just wait 4 days and start planting. 4 days later, and here are the seeds. They don't look any different. Now I've drained the water out, and you're supposed to put some antifungal stuff on them, but I don't have any. So the next best thing I've got is garlic puree. Now garlic's antifungal, so I think coating the seeds in this garlic puree should work. So let's give it a go. So yes, I'm just going to cover those seeds in the garlic puree, then chit them on this damp paper towel in a Ziploc bag. So we'll see how that germinates. We'll do it both ways, pouring them in the heated propagator and then chitting them like this. So there we go. That's the garlic covered banana seeds on a paper towel in a Ziploc bag. I'm just gonna pop these on top of the heated propagator, and hopefully that should produce enough heat to germinate and chit the seeds so that I can pop them in the compost then. But don't get too excited, because I might not have an update for you for a while. These can take months to 12 months to do anything, so wait and see. But thanks for watching. See you on the next video.